right now we are in the kitchen with our next guest, who is no stranger to our home. He is here today showing us how to make beer can chicken. What? This is perfect for summertime. Welcome
Mind
back,
blown.
the executive chef of the Peninsula of Beverly Hills, our very good friend, Chef David Codney. Welcome back, Chef.
Yay!
Welcome
Yay!
back.
Always
This is so
entertaining when you're in the kitchen, David.
This is good. Hopefully the food's
Yes.
just as good.
Yeah, it's like our brother came back to visit. We
That's
love
exactly
you.
it.
All right, so beer can chicken. A lot of people at home may not even know what this is, but this is something that you grew up eating. You love this.
My mother makes this dish. Yeah, that's it.
Just as a kid.
Yeah,
This is
this
how
is
you
it.
learned how to make it from
So
your
then
mom?
what I do is I steal the recipe from my mother.
Oh, and you're
and I sell
classically
it,
trained
right?
chef.
And you
It's
charge
amazing.
This is
lots
how
of
you become
money.
popular.
Yeah.
Is that really? I mean, all those years in culinary school, and this is you could have just
All the
stayed
money
home.
and hours I just learned from mom.
I gotta say though, I need some explanation as to the beer can inside
Yeah.
the chicken and how does it function?
We're gonna get
What's
to
the
this.
purpose?
We're gonna get to
Okay.
this.
It's
You're-
interesting.
just make sure you cover that at some
It may not
point.
be what you think. It wasn't what I thought.
Okay.
But it starts with, just like any great meal that you make, it has to start with great ingredients. And you say it's very important to not buy a prepackaged chicken.
So there's chickens that you can buy, and I know this sounds really silly, but it's the small details that help with barbecue,
Okay.
right? So when you buy chickens, what you want to do is want to make sure you get a dry chicken. To your point, you're going to say, what's a dry chicken, right? Exactly. Yeah, I'm doing this for you now. See,
Thank
we're
you
good.
so much.
So
You could hear my brain. Go
Yes.
ahead.
there's chickens that come dry in a package, in a large package, right? And there's other chickens that come prepackaged in a small little area, right?
Okay.
So when you go to the butcher shop, a lot of the good butcher shops will have a dry chicken or air dried chicken. That's what you want because there's no added moisture.
Okay.
So it tastes like chicken.
Oh, I see.
Like dry aged beef, right? You buy dry aged beef, right?
Yes.
Same kind of thing. But chicken doesn't age as long, so instead we make sure it doesn't have any added moisture.
Because they try to infuse juices in it. In order to get your crispy skin, you really need it to be dry.
You need a dry chicken.
Okay, so we bring home our
Okay.
dried chicken.
You bring home your chicken, you let it sit out, right? So it comes home, you unpackage it out of the butcher paper, not plastic, right?
Okay.
Right? Then you put it on a handy dandy tray.
Okay.
You pull her out, you add all your seasoning to it the night before. Why the night before?
Because the longer it sits on it, the more it's going to go in, right?
Amazing.
Well, I've learned a lot from David. through
Man,
the
I'm
years.
stressed. I don't know. Is
So
this
what
Right.
kind of
exam?
seasonings do we put?
So this has been sitting overnight. So this has maple sugar, brown sugar, salt, pepper, paprika, garlic, salt, a lot of goodness.
A lot of
Yes.
goodness. That already
That's
their
nice.
mouths are drooling.
Yeah.
We're going to serve you in just a little bit, but first we got to get this going. Okay, so we've got this. It's
Okay.
sat overnight. We
So
pull
it's
it out.
sat overnight, it goes in. I'm gonna use gloves so I keep it clean
and
here.
now, here's where the beer comes in.
Here's where the beer comes in. So you're gonna ask yourself, what do you do with the beer?
I'm guessing
do
you
with the
drink
beer?
it
What do you do
as
with the
you prepare, no?
You're gonna drink it before.
Yes.
Yes.
And then prepare chicken.
Yes, we have a hole in that glove, so we're not gonna use this one. Here we go.
Okay.
So you're gonna take some of the beer.
Okay.
Okay.
Not all of it, just some of it.
Okay.
Right? You're gonna get it by halfway full.
Okay.
What happens if you drink too much?
You get drunk.
You get another beer.
You got another beer.
I mean, this is hard.
Why only half of the beer?
Because, okay, if you don't open the can, here's a secret. You have to open the can.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Wow.
Why?
Right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's pressure and it's like a little time bomb, right?
Okay.
Okay, so open the can, pour out half the beer. If it's too much beer in there, it will just boil over. You can do this exact recipe on a grill, which is what my mother does.
Right.
It will boil over and then it will let out your flame. So if you cook with charcoal, like I like to do,
Yes.
right?
Me
then,
too, I love
yeah,
it.
It's the best.
Yeah, it's
put
the
a-
best.
It's the flavor. It's the flavor.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
Okay, so anyway, take your chicken, okay? And it's very simple. Well, thank you. Right?
very
you
welcome.
take the beer
Yeah.
and you put it inside the chicken so it stands up.
Wait, not in the can.
In
yeah.
the can. Just
In
like
the
that.
can.
Yeah.
So you have a standing chicken. It looks like it's going to dance.
Right, that's it.
But wait, the aluminum is not bad?
The aluminum's fine because it's going to cook on it, but you're going to, this
There you
guy,
go.
you go in,
Oh,
right?
yeah?
Okay, let
So
me move
we'll spin it around.
Okay.
So in here, you just take the legs, you move him back so he stands up a little
I'm
bit.
not
right?
gonna lie to you. This is a little odd.
It's not odd. It's not odd. This,
Now-
the science behind it is not that the beer doesn't make the chicken moist. What happens is it makes everything dense so it's one unit. So you don't have air on the inside. It will cook the whole chicken together, right?
Okay, well, having said that, then, could I put an olive oil bottle in there? Could I put anything else in there? Does
Yeah,
it
but
have to be?
olive oil doesn't, sure you can, but you don't need to, and you don't want to use a bottle, you want to use a can. Don't
Always
put a
can.
beer
So
bottle in
I
there.
thought it was going to flavor it because the
So did
beer
I.
evaporates. and
Some of it will,
flavors
but
it.
not as much as you think.
So it's really just about the heat.
It's
their
about the
production
heat,
is
and yeah, that's it.
So could I put a Coca-Cola,
You could put a Coke in there. You could put a Dr. Pepper in there.
I'm gonna put a
Use
Dr.
them up.
Pepper in
So
mine.
I cook this in the oven, right? You put them in at 350. We put them inside, and then all you do is put them in a baking pan.
All right, let's put
and
'em in there.
by the power of what we have.
By the power vested in me, we have a big chicken.
Amazing,
There we go.
amazing, amazing.
Okay, so while he sits aside for a minute and chills and watches us,
We're gonna do the other
We're gonna
parts
make
of
our
this.
white barbecue sauce. I've
Barbecue.
never even heard of white
Do you
barbecue.
have a spoon?
Oh, sure, stand
Okay,
by.
so here we go. It's a little bit of mayonnaise, okay? Creme fraiche. What's creme fraiche?
What's creme fraiche?
Fancy sour cream.
That's right.
Right? It's very good. We just put it all in here. This is a very easy recipe. You can make this the night before while you bring your chicken down.
Okay.
It is some sugar, right? It's
Where's
all
the
measured.
barbecue part?
Well, here's the barbecue. Some black pepper, right? So what is barbecue traditionally?
Barbecue is like, it's spicy and it's smoky.
Yes, it's
Ketchup
also
and
what?
vinegar.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Ketchup and vinegar.
Ketchup
That's
and
what you know,
vinegar.
right? But in Carolinas, they have a mustard one, which is basically sweet and sour, but it's done with mustard. And then down south, a little bit further, they have something that they do with white barbecue. So it's basically a mayonnaise base, and you mop it on. It's a good dippage, because dippage is all the rage, right?
Right.
So think of like all the cool sauces is
Sure.
dip, 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 dip. That's it.
Well, that sounds like dressing.
Wow.
It's similar to dressing,
What
right?
was that? Was that apple cider vinegar?
Apple cider vinegar. So salt, sugar,
my God.
spices, and then this right here is a little bit of yogurt. You can actually substitute for all yogurt if you want, but I like the viscosity
Okay.
of
I like that you use
Mayonnaise.
the word viscosity.
viscosity. It's fancy terms. Fancy terms. Okay, put it in your little jar, doohickey, shake her up, right?
Look at how easy that is.
Done. No mess, no stress. We're ready to go.
Nice.
I like how you
Take this
just
with
you
you.
don't use a Vitamix or anything. It's
No, you
just
don't need a blender. This is
it's-
old school, and it's done.
There we go. Finished.
Done,
All right.
right? Cool.
We're also
That's
serving it with a
amazing.
beautiful summer salad with some shaved fennel on top of here. I see you put some feta in there for my people.
So this is a fun salad that we do actually upstairs in a roof garden because we have a garden upstairs. We grow cucumbers, we grow tomatoes, we grow fennel,
Yeah,
and then I
that's
use
great.
all the inside. So you have cilantro, you have parsley, you have chives, and it's just a fun salad. You can grow this in your windowsill if you want at home. Very simple and easy. And we take the dressing, and the dressing you can find as well is basically a vinaigrette that we make, and we peel the outside of the watermelon, so the green, you're only left with the white. Then from the white, then we marinate it inside, and you keep this, and it's all one big dressing, right? So it's good. It's simple and easy. Take this with some feta cheese,
Pickled watermelon.
pickle watermelon, right? Yeah.
Pickled watermelon.
So use the whole thing.
fine.
And
Yeah.
I'd like to point out the fact you're, fancy executive chef at the Peninsula, and you actually serve beer can chicken there. Is that correct?
We serve beer can
serve
chicken.
it?
I mean,
Yeah, we serve.
On the roof.
Yeah, good times.
I mean, his mom.
that's
This is his mom's
hilarious.
creation. He has to pay homage to his mom.
That's why I travel home so much, because I have to go back home to get more
Recipes?
recipes. Otherwise, I'm not
you guys
doing
serve
good.
it up.
Oh yeah. First, let's cut.
Okay,
that
so
guy.
here's the chicken, right?
Okay, you got.
Bring her over. The most
All right.
important thing when you cook a chicken is what?
Is to make sure it's cooked all the way through.
Yes. How do you know that?
165.
165.
Thermometer.
Pull it out. Pull it 160 and let it rest.
Okay.
And the second most important thing when you cook a chicken
Is to eat it and enjoy.
Yes, but the second most important thing is to let it rest, right? So when it comes off, this is the beer, right? Ooh, fancy,
Wow.
right? And then you got a chicken. So
Oh,
there it is.
man, there's
Oh
the
my
chicken.
God, that's
chickens
really
have like a
cool.
roadmap how to break them down. I know it sounds really silly, but inside here, between the leg and the breast, you kind of slice, right?
Look how easy
so then
that
the
was.
egg the leg comes off, right?
Yeah.
So then up here, you'll see a little roadmap. We can follow this, and this is the breastbone, right? Wow, right, fancy. Cut on top of the breastbone all the way down, right? Then all you do is kind of take your thumb and you could peel this back,
So easy.
God.
right?
And there's the whole breast.
There's the shoulder. You follow the shoulder down, and it just comes right off. And then you can take this, and it pulls right off, and you have all the chicken.
Look at that.
Wow.
Fancy.
Not
And then you
happen
do the
that
other
easy.
side
Fancy.
exactly.
It never happens that easy.
That was well done. That
And
was
look
well
how
done.
moist the
All
chicken
right, you
is. Are you
guys,
helping me
serve it
plate?
up. Serve
I'm
that
helping you
salad
plate.
and pass these plates, everybody.